Morning, y'all. It's Ned over at My Philippine Dreams, and Michelle is operating the camera, my trusty camera person. And as I hinted last week, we have a new member of the family over here at My Philippine Dreams. We have a new member of the Philippine Dream Team. Let me introduce you to our Kawasaki Rouser 200 NS. Sweet. And of course, our cat, who's still looking for the Pajero. Alright, so there's a little quick story behind this. I had decided not to get the Rouser. And basically the reason was I came to the Philippines to try to live a simpler life and not to try to keep up with the Joneses and to simplify and everything. So I was settled with keeping the YBR, my trusty and reliable YBR. And then I came across a situation and an offer that I couldn't refuse. A guy, this didn't even have 2,000 kilometers on it. I was purchased a little under a year ago, and a guy was going overseas, so he gave me an offer that I couldn't refuse. And basically, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to keep both bikes, and I'm going to be driving them for about a month or two, and I'm going to decide which one I'm going to keep. And there's pros and cons to each of them. The Kawasaki Rouser, the biggest plus is that it has 150% more horsepower than the YBR and 200% more torque. The YBR has about 10 horsepower, 11 horsepower on a lucky day, and the Kawasaki is putting out about 25 horsepower. It makes a huge difference on the road. You wouldn't think 15% more, 15 horsepower more would make that big of a difference, but it's pretty significant. Also, what I like about the Kawasaki is it's got front and rear disc brakes. The braking on this is excellent. The acceleration on this is excellent. If you have to pass something, if you have to get out of the way of something, this is the bike to do it on. It's got a digital display. I'm not going to fire that up, but kind of looks like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon when you start it up. It's got the DTSI engine. What's interesting about this is there's no side exhaust. The exhaust is actually underneath the bike, and I wish I had this about a month ago, and we dropped our YBR and I burnt the crap out of my leg. And also the interesting thing about this is Kawasaki has engineered this to run underwater. So the muffler can be completely submerged, and you can actually run the bike up until the air intake manifold. Another downside, or a downside that about the Kawasaki, is the seats. It's a sports bike, so there's not much padding on the seats. Michelle has noted that riding two up.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
You can feel every bump.
So you can feel every bump, and it's got the monoshock, which is adjustable. So I'm gonna try to adjust the suspension, and if we keep this, we're probably gonna put some additional padding in the seat. Probably drop the suspension about an inch, and put an inch of foam or something in the seats. So that's the downside. Is that, yeah, you definitely notice each and every bump. Also, the turning radius on this Kawasaki is very small. The turning radius on the YBR, you can basically pull a UE anywhere. On the Rouser, you have to do about a 7-point turn. It's not even a 3-point turn, it's like a 7-point turn because of the turning radius. But as far as fun factor, the Rouser wins on that just because of the power. But the YBR, the trusty, reliable YBR, is much more, I think, appropriate for your typical provincial Philippine road. It's got the knobby tires, and it's got a little more ground clearance, and it's just with the dual shocks in the back, it's just got a more comfortable ride, absorbing all the bumps and all that. But again, as far as fun factor goes, and as far as pure sexiness goes, we're gonna have to go with the Rouser 200 NS. And so basically what this was, these go brand new, they go for almost about $100,000, $100,000 pesos. They also call pesos bucks here. And I was able to get that. I was able to get this deal because, again, it was a fire sale. The guy was leaving for a little bit over half that. So it's quite a deal. And it's just giving me an opportunity to ride it around and decide whether or not I'm going to keep it. So, again, this is the latest addition to our family. We have the cat, we have the YBR, we have Michelle's Rouser over there, and we got the Rouser. So after about 30 days, 60 days, I'll decide which one we're going to keep, whether we're going to keep the YBR or the Rouser. Or maybe both. Maybe Michelle can.
What?
You want the YBR? her legs don't even reach the ground. Alright, so this is Ned.
And this is Michelle.
We are My Philippine Dreams, and that's our latest addition to the family, and we'll see you next time. Bye.